Hi, my friends. Um, After I saw Renetto's video, I decided to make this one. It's called Life Lessons. It's actually inspired by him. Um, we have a lot of lessons to learn in life, so I decided that I was going to let you know about something that is really important. I have a sister, and she's 10 years younger than me. And of course, when I was 17 and she was 7, and it was one of those, I was on the telephone and I was speaking with my boyfriends or my girlfriends, and she'd come running in to show me something, and it was, hey, kid, I love you. Bye, mom, take Lori away. Anyway, we grew up and we became extremely close. I do have a very close family to a certain degree. But what happened next really blew me away. When our mom passed away, my sister decided, and I don't know why to this day, nobody does, that she was leaving the family. She literally wrote goodbye letters to both my children, who absolutely adored her. In my case, she cut off all communication. There was no explanation. There was just no explanation. It threw me into a tailspin because it was something that we didn't anticipate this. I won't go into details about why and when, but what I do want to bring across to you is this. I had spoken to her over the years, and this happened about 10 years ago. I did speak with her a few times over the years, but it was more or less conversations about her children, my children. And by the way, during this time, she got married, had 2 children, and I didn't find out about it for a couple of years. That, and I won't let you know how that made me feel, but of course, it rattled me. Finally, I was able to get in touch with her a couple of times, and we really had a very nice conversation, and it was mostly about her children and our lives, but I was never able to get to my burning question, which was, why? What happened? What was going through your head? Why all of a sudden did you make this decision when actually before our mom passed away, there was never any indication that she had any problems with me, my children, anybody. Okay, so fast forward to last April, almost now a year ago, and I had decided that, okay, I'm going to try and call her and really try to get some answers from her, because I did love my sister no matter what happened. She got on the phone, and she didn't sound like herself, literally. She sounded really weird, to the point where I got very, very scared, and I was able to finally get her husband on the phone. This is a man I've never met. She apparently got married after she left our family. And I said to him, what is wrong with my sister? Something is terribly wrong. And he said, well, what did she sound like to you? I said, she sounds like somebody who had a stroke. Now, remember, this is a young woman. She's 10 years younger than me. And he then proceeded to tell me what's happened to her. And it was about 4 years ago. They were seeing changes in her. And they brought her to all kinds of doctors. Well, the final diagnosis was called early onset of frontal lobe dementia. Now, this is not Alzheimer's, but it's like Alzheimer's. And it's also a disease that's very rare. And it also is usually seen in people in their 80s. My sister is one of the 0.5% where it hits that young. So they brought her to all kinds of doctors. There's really nothing they can do, and she's dying. It may take years, but she's dying. So after that, I called her a couple of extra times. She did remember me, because from what my brother-in-law told me is that her short-term memory was gone. She does not know who her children are. She sees them, she knows that they're her children, but she has no memory of them. So her short-term memory is gone. Her long-term memory is intact. So she does remember me. I did speak to her a couple of times after that, and it was conversations that where she could only answer me in one-word sentences. Hi, how you doing? Yes, yes, yes. The other answer or other word was love, love, love. And she would repeat this over and over and over again, and my heart broke. All right? After I spoke with her and got off the phone, I realized my sister's gone, literally gone. Sent me into a major depression. I was already grieving the loss of my sister. And I tell you all of this because I learned a major lesson, a real major lesson, and I really think you guys should hear this. If you have anybody in your family who you're not getting along with for whatever reason, or you've lost touch, get back in touch. I am so sorry that I was not strong enough to really push her into answering my question during the times that I was able to speak to her, because it's still a mystery to me as to why she did what she did. We're a very close family, most of us, and we're still scratching our heads. Now I'll never get the answer. Please, guys, if you have any feelings for anybody in your family, and this is my message to you, please make it up to them. Find a way to reconnect. Family is the most important thing. In my estimation, religion is important. Yes, beliefs are important. Family comes first. After I saw Renetto's video, I decided that I was going to come out with this, and I really want you to know that what I'm trying to tell you here is, don't let your family make it so that you cannot talk to them. Be the hero. Don't let what happened to me happen to you. Because right now, even though she's still alive, she's dying, she doesn't know anything. She's regressing. Her frontal lobe is being eaten away. There's nothing they can do for her. And she's more or less gone. It's taken me a year to even talk about this, so please, I'm just asking all of you, think about what I just said. If there's anyone in your family who you're arguing with or you've lost touch with, get back in touch with them, because you never know. This is a young woman with young children. Anyway, I think I've made my point. Thank you all for your responses in some of my other videos, but I actually have to thank Renetto for coming out with his story, which prompted this video. Anyway, guys, I'll see you soon. Bye.